Hi everybody, Brian here with Affordable Sticks, sitting out here on one of my back patios. It's a pretty nice morning, a little bit of clouds in the sky, but the sun is out. As you can see, it's on my face. Oh yeah, getting some rays. So, sitting here looking at this wonderful cigar that I'm about to smoke. This cigar is from a company that I really like. I love Foundation Cigars, and I love the Tabernacle line of cigars. They're Lanceros, they're Toros, they're Corona, Gordos, and then this one here. This is called the Knight Commander. The Knight Commander is a very limited edition cigar. As a matter of fact, there's only, I think, 700 boxes made. And you can only get these through certain retailers. And the cigar lounge that I belong to, this was one of the cigar drops in our club. So it's pretty special that they were able to get these cigars, for one, and two, that they put them in our cigar club. It's not really an affordable stick. It's a $40 stick, and it's a very limited special cigar. So what's cool in the backstory on this cigar is that the Ethiopian Crown Council bestowed upon this honor, the Knight Commander, onto Nicholas Melillo. I don't even know how to say his last name, but anyway, he's the owner of the Foundation Cigars. So it's kind of a pretty cool honor from the Ethiopian Crown Council to give him this honor. It means, you know, there's more to it, but, and if you want to know, just look it up. But it's kind of cool, those backstories. Very rare cigar. They're not going to make this again. 700 boxes, 6 3/4 inch long, 52 ring gauge, Perfecto. Look at this baby. You know what I like the most about this cigar? It's got one of my favorite wrappers. Easily my 1-2 favorite wrappers in cigars. That's right. Connecticut Broadleaf, baby. I love Connecticut. Look how dark and oily and yummy that cigar looks. This is a good looking cigar. Everything about the cigar just says, hey, look at me. Look at me. I am a badass cigar. Look at that thing. Let me look around here. Let me see if I can focus in on this so you can get a good look at the whole band on here. There's your traditional triangle foundation. Look at that. There's your crown. There's the star. Yeah, I know. A lot of symbolism, right? Crazy. Come back to me. I don't see myself. I'm unfocused. There we go. Anyway, this cigar is going to be fantastic. We're going to cut it. We're going to light it up. We're going to talk about it a little bit. I'm so excited. You know, it is a $40 cigar. So this has been put together with some premium tobacco. Let me see. The binder and fillers are Mexican San Andrés and Jalapa Valley, Estelí, so Nicaraguan. It's got that perfect mixture. Oh, and another thing about this cigar that's really cool is that it's been aged post. Now, you know what this means when I say post? 15 years. So after this cigar, or excuse me, 15 months, not 15 years. 15 months. So after this cigar was made and put together, it's been sitting in cedar for 15 months aging, which really helps to make it, you know, more of an even burn and an even flavor profile. It kind of brings down some of the harshness and, you know, makes it a little bit more mild to mid-body. When it comes to flavoring notes, this has got the flavoring notes of the bitter dark chocolate and espresso, nougat, a little bit of nutty, earthy spice, of course. You know, you always get that really nice Maduro spice that I love. The nose cleansing aspect of that. Oh, I love that. Anyway, there's so many other different flavoring notes. We'll kind of go over that as we're going, and I can't wait to taste them. You know, it's going to graduate and just, this cigar is going to really be good. It's pretty special. So, again, here we go. The Knight Commander. Well, we got her lit. Okay. I love the Perfecto look of these cigars. You know, so old, traditional, you know. This, you can just tell by the look of this cigar. This is a very well put together cigar. Now, cigars like this compare right up there with your very fine, authentic Cuban cigars. That's what these cigars are all about. And this is really fine. This is, I'm just, the smells I'm getting from it, oh my gosh, they're so fantastic. If you're like me and you really love the smell of cigar smoke, or everything about cigars, and the taste and the flavoring and the backstories and the in the everything's, the leaves, the binders, the fillers, where they're grown, how they're grown, are they grown on the side of the hill, is there a lot of shade, sunshade, shade, blah, 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 goes on and on and on, fertile ground, non-fertile ground. Then you geek out like I do, and you look at cigars like this, and you just, the smells, just, I haven't even drawn on it yet. I'm excited to do that. So we're going to do that. Here we go. Wow. Yeah. Here you go, guys. This is a very premium cigar. $40 stick. Limited edition. Not sold to just everybody. Only 700 boxes made. As a tribute and an honor from an Ethiopian crown council to Nicholas Melillo. I'm sure I'm saying his last name wrong, but this is cool. This is a great stick, and I'm honored to be able to have one of these. I think that's just so great. I really like limited edition cigars or anniversary cigars. No, you're going to pay more for those. You know, anywhere from $20 to $30, and in this situation, $40. This is a Tabernacle. But they're so worth it. I mean, they use the best tobaccos. They take care. They blend them just perfectly with the binders, the fillers, and the wrapper. Age them a certain way. Like this one's post-aged for 15 months in cedar. They're just so worth it and so wonderful. And I just love getting my hands on those. I always try to make a point of at least once every 2 weeks to get my hands on a limited edition or an anniversary cigar. You know, they're right around $20 to $25 usually, and they're worth it, and they're wonderful. If you could smell this cigar, if you could just taste what I'm tasting right now. Some of you have, because I know some of you are watching right now are in the same cigar club that I'm in, and you know how wonderful this stick is. So it's just beginning. It's only just begun to be. My favorite part of a cigar is lighting it, because you know you've got the whole thing to smoke. I start getting halfway through it, and it just becomes, you know, just an adventure. And then when I get close to the end and I'm getting ready to take the band off because it's all loosened up now and warm and it's easy to get off, I start getting sad because I know that that's the end of that cigar. Ugh, tragic. But right now, we're at the beginning of the adventure. Look at that, baby. Look at how she's burning. Already I can just see that this is a great cigar. The ash down here has got that lighter look to it. And I'm sure it's just going to burn just perfectly. These oils, you can just see them crystallizing. You can just see the wrapper. You probably can't see it, but I can see it. It is just delicious. So we'll have to watch how this graduates. Okay, I'm definitely through the first third of the cigar, and I want you to take a look at this ash. Gentlemen, that's what it should look like right there. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry, don't want to exclude anybody. That's what it should look like right there. And this ash is really good. By the way, if you ever notice when you knock your ash off, your cigar kind of starts freaking out halfway through. Sometimes they go out quicker. Sometimes they lose their balance and their flavor. Leave the ash on as long as you can. Sometimes it's just going to fall off and make a mess, and that's fine. Just clean it up. I'm telling you right now, leave that ash on as long as you can when you're smoking your cigars. You'll thank me later. Yep. One of my favorite parts is the initial light up of a cigar. Once you get into the second half of the cigar, close to the end is always a sad deal, like I just said, but the flavors do change. Cigars like this just get better and better and better and better. But you know what? I still like that really first initial light up of a cigar. I mean, some of the flavoring notes that I get right then and there are probably some of the best in the entire cigar. But that's just my opinion. Great stick so far. Yeah. The Knight Commander. Every time I say that, I think of that old TV show that I grew up with. What was that called? Knight Rider. Hey, look at that. The sun's going behind another cloud. I can see myself better. Whew. Makes it a little bit colder though, because it's only like maybe 51 degrees out here now with the sun like or gone like that. But that's okay. We're big boys. We can handle it. Oh, this is a great stick. Like time moving on my cigar lighter. These are the days of our lives. Sit back, enjoy your sticks, and reflect, people. Enjoy while you still can. Oh, here comes the sun again. Woo! It's so crazy. It literally feels like it changes 30 degrees like that. I can't even snap my fingers like that. Wow. Instant heat. Perfect. Great morning. So one of the other flavoring notes that I'm kind of noticing with this is there's a little bit of a sweetness, like a dried fruit sweetness. And it even says that in the flavoring profiles of the cigar. And sometimes when they say those things, I don't really taste them. But this one, I definitely do. And it's kind of like a balanced, I feel that at the end, like the ending note of the cigar. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. Wow. I'm at that point with the ash that, lots of times cigars will have a really strong ash. They're really firm. I've done some tricks. I know you've seen them before where I can stand the cigar up on the ash and it'll balance it and not collapse or fall over. I'm not sure if this cigar will do that or not, but the ash is getting to the point now where you get a little nervous. It's going to fall off, but I don't want to knock that off. That's all part of the smoking experience with cigars. And that's what these cigars are designed to do, is burn like this and leave the ash on. Oh yeah. This cigar is fantastic. It's worth every penny, I guess. $40 stick. You're buying a $40 stick, you're instantly anticipating it being a great cigar. You're thinking to yourself, that was $40. This better be special. And this one definitely, lives up to that. So I'm holding it like this because I know that ash is going to fall off right in my daggum lap. I do that all the time. I'll be at the cigar lounge and everybody's like, oh, Par, you're lighting your lap. I'm like, I know. Everybody else is knocking their ashes off. I'm not, man. This is built-in air conditioning. This is built-in flavor profiles. Keeps my cigar regulated, and keeps it doing what it's designed to do. You just got to be careful. Let me see if I can stand this up. I don't know if I can, but I don't really want to knock that off yet. Let me see if I can turn it like this. Watch this. Oh yeah, look at that. Little retro hell there. I love to retro hell. I like getting those flavoring notes on the sides of my mouth, kind of bringing it out, retrohelling at the same time that I do that. It's really, it helps me to enjoy the tastes, what each and every individual cigar is designed to do. So I'm getting into the second half of the cigar. There's not much more to talk about with this cigar. Anyone that's a cigar smoker, an avid cigar smoker, understands the changing and the flavor complexities and how cigars work. First third, half, last third. So I'm in that second half of the cigar, and it's wonderful. So that's about all I have to say about this cigar, as I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to sit back and finish this cigar and reflect a little bit and get ready to start my day, get to work. And let me see, until next time, tune in. We'll have some more great cigar talk. Any questions? I would love to hear them. Any information on this cigar that maybe you know about that I don't, that I researched and didn't find, let me know. I don't know. But until then, don't forget to tune in to Affordable Sticks with Brian, and we'll have some more cigar talk. Make sure you tune in. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit those likes. Let me know what you think.